guys, start with questions for Dylan.
Dylan, Antonio Pierce said, you watched Dylan on film at New Hampshire, but and it looks good. But you kind of have to wonder, all right, will that translate to the NFL? Did you have any of those thoughts as well? I know I saw you at the Senior Bowl. That was probably a big step for you. But were there any thoughts like, okay, that's one level, this is a whole other level?
I'd say definitely at the Senior Bowl and the Combine definitely prepared me for this. But at the same time, when you step on this field, man, you don't really know what to truly expect. And that first day of camp was kind of my first kind of step and be like, okay, like I truly belong here. And it's been all business since. So yeah, it's been fun.
What is it about? What did you see or feel that said, okay, you know what, this is doable?
Yeah, I think me having friends that were in the NFL and kind of being prepared about the speed of the game and kind of just like learning the playbook and the concepts and just knowing, hey, I have to be on top of all my things is super important. It kind of helped me prepare to have that one step where if I wasn't prepared, it would have been like super fast for me and it would have been super crazy, super crazy. So yeah.
Dylan, you've been able to add several things, not just special teams now to your resume because you're succeeding at it. Did you expect this quickly to be, part of such a broad part of the Raiders' attack?
In a sense, I always believed in myself, but at the same time, man, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'm just trying to take in all my reps and just kind of learn from everyone too, from all the vets and all the guys that kind of just are showing me everything. It's been a super cool experience so far.
You mentioned everyone's trying to learn this new kickoff rule. How much do you feel like it suits what you do really well?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's so fun. It reminds me of a kind of like a run play, almost like a gap scheme in a sense. But of course, you have a lot more space, and especially as a returner, if you have more space, you have more time. So I think it's gonna definitely benefit the returners. But at the same time, it's still a super hard play, and it's gonna be a very difficult concept at first. But I think as the time goes on, it's gonna be fun.
You mentioned on one return where you kind of took up. Yep. Tom McMahon came on the field. He was gassed up.
He's fired up.
How does that feel? Even as a rookie, to see him do that, and how has he helped you in your progression so far?
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the coaches so far that has helped me a bunch. He's definitely the man. I love Coach Tom, but at the same time, he kind of preaches to stay vertical and just be super fast. So I kind of just took that with a grain of salt and just went with it.
When you mentioned knowledge creating confidence and then adding to your speed, be able to play at a higher speed because you know what you're doing. Sure. But we've seen you line up a wide receiver, running back, and slide everywhere. So how do you, at night and all, just kind of be able to focus on everything that they're asking you to do and have that knowledge?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just keep on studying. We have a bunch of plays, definitely as a rookie too. I have to know every single thing possible, especially me coming in. I'm way behind everyone, so I have to make sure I'm super prepared. And that just starts with me just studying the playbook and just staying on top of everything.
Obviously, obvious now that your name has come up a lot.
Yep.
In this first week of camp. Is that you listen to any of that? Do you intentionally block it out? How do you take it?
At the same time, I would say my parents definitely send me a couple things. But at the same time, man, it's practice, and really in practice, the main goal is to get better every single day. And so at the same time, it's not a big deal. I think at the same time, like me, getting better every single day is super important.
You're sure.
Even going back to OTAs, seeing you wear the number 23, kind of similar build to CMC.
Yeah.
Doing good with the route running out of the backfield. Is that a guy like you studied and try to take things from his game at all, or is it a coincidence that you're
when I got a chance to pick the number, actually the first thing I thought of was MJ. And then when I got the number, I then took a second. I was like, wait, that's CMC's number too. So at the same time, it's definitely a guy that I've been looking up to a bunch since growing up, man. He's been the man. He's been a guy that I've been like, oh my God, like, he's the best of the best. So yeah, it's definitely a guy that I definitely watch a bunch.
What have you taken from the other running backs in the room?
Oh yeah, I mean from Amir, Zeus, Alex. I mean from all the backs, man. They've You got guys that have been in the league for such a long time that are such a great group of guys. It's just a fun group. They've shown me so much with Amir out wide, being a scat back, being a guy that has been on a bunch of teams. Man, he's definitely been a guy that I've looked up to a bunch. He's shown me a lot.
What have you seen in this blocking scheme as far as how it fits you as a running back?
Yeah. Especially as a running back, man, it's cool having a really good line. And it's been kind of crazy just seeing how our line has been able to block that defensive line. Because I mean, hey, listen, I think we have the best defense in the league, and it shows. Which our O line has been blocking like crazy. It's been super cool.
Your skill set was known, obviously. It's why you got drafted. But coming from New Hampshire, the level of competition, people were wondering about toughness.
Yeah.
You answered that. Was toughness something maybe a little underrated with you?
Definitely. I kind of have always had that chip on my shoulder in a sense. Coming from a small school, it's been super important for me to have that toughness, and I think I've shown it so far.
So two more guys. How much are you pushing to be the guy on kickoff returns? In the past, nobody really even wanted that job necessarily. You're just watching the ball go over your head for the most part, but now some people seem to want it. So are you lobbying for it? Are you pushing for it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I definitely want that job, but at the same time, anywhere they put me on the field, man, I'm happy with that.
How much do you think your pass catching out of the backfield could help you see the field? How much is that a strength in your game?
Yeah, I think that's kind of my best quality as a player, because I think I'm more of a receiving back. I think I can still run the ball, but in a sense, me getting a matchup with the backer is super important, and I think I can win every single time.
That's good.
I appreciate it, guys.